Okay, let's document what this paradise looks like. A mist. It looks like mist.
Yeah,
this
really
is
does.
mist. This is 1-to-1.
This is mist.
So, the cat's paw.
This looks like somebody made mist in the Oblivion engine, and it's like it's not that
Which
good.
one of you devs loves fucking mist? Show yourself.
In the paradise that I created. Look now upon my
Shirtless man.
Gaia Alata in the old tongue.
If this is a paradise, how come that guy has a giant club for killing people with?
Are you here to end this nightmare and free us all from the Savage Garden?
Savage Garden. Name one Savage Garden song. I can't.
As the master promised,
I can't.
We are now
it's
immortal,
fucking...
like the daydream.
I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy.
The creatures of the garden torment us.
I like how
That's
much
low-key one of my
one of the
least favorite
sky's
songs
eyes
of
is
all time.
lower than the other.
No one has
Did he
yet
do
found a way
Cherry
to leave the
Cola,
garden
or is that
except
somebody
those
else?
few given the bands of the chosen
I don't even
and
want to
allowed
fucking
to
know
enter
what
the
that is.
forbidden grotto.
Chicka Cherry Cola.
Only those wearing the bands can enter
yes,
the forbidden
apparently.
It's not ringing a bell, fortunately.
No one who enters the grotto ever returns. The only way out of the
I don't know, I've gotten
Savage
shit
Garden.
for shit talking Savage
Only
Garden
those
before.
wearing the bands of the
So
chosen
maybe they've
may
got
enter
good
the
songs, I
forbidden-
just don't know about them.
Gaia Alata is the master's name for this place. We usually
I wouldn't
just
call it a good song.
paradise.
I would call it a song that
This
was
is the
popular when I
Savage
was in
Garden.
middle school, so
At
I
the
know
top
it.
of that mountain lies the Terrace
It can be
of
hard
Dawn,
sometimes to
which
see the
leads up
fuzzy
to
line.
Mankar Cameron's palace, Karakagayan.
You find yourself in the Savage Garden,
Beneath the mountain
lit
lies the
only
forbidden
by the
grotto,
black hole
the only
sun.
way out of the
Do
Savage
not go
Garden.
down to the coast and see the butthole surfers.
Leave me in peace.
Haha, damn it.
Sublime.
Sublime.
You know,
I get it.
I listened to like 5 seconds of that one song you guys have been talking about.
The savage
It was
God,
fine, actually.
where my disciples
Chicka Cherry Cola.
Our destiny to rule
How did they just
over
shit the
and
bed really hard with a Dream Wish fantasy
If you
song?
are truly the hero of destiny, as I hope, the garden will not hold you for long.
Magenta Feelings. Wow.
Lift your eyes.
It's like a
direct
young adult
Gaia.
novel.
My seat at the pinnacle of paradise. I shall await you there.
So is the
I'm
idea
not
that he's just...
completely clear on where to go here, so I'm just gonna.
You gotta
Oh,
find the
okay.
books. And then there's gonna be two brothers in the books. And they're gonna be like, let me out of this book. I'll be your best friend. Don't listen to them. You gotta find a third book that has their dad in it.
My kin, say you fought well.
Okay, so real quick, the song I'm talking about is called Truly Madly Deeply, and apparently there's also a British TV show.
Like one of my
British? Yeah, British TV show. For film? No, it is a film.
Immediately.
Called Truly Madly Deeply, which is described on the poster as the thinking person's ghost.
You will travel
You mean the movie Ghost?
Yeah, like the movie Ghost, like with Patrick Swayze.
Oh, okay.
It's the thinking person's ghost.
God, you know, so up their own butt. You know what I mean? No offense to anyone who likes the BBC, but wow, come on.
What the fuck is the thinking person's ghost?
So far up your own butt. You know what? I don't need a thinking person's ghost. A ghost was fine the way that it was.
Should we serve this dude and get a fast way out of here, or fight him instead?
What is the service he requires?
I believe he needs us to rescue one of his dudes from jail.
On the one hand, that sounds more fun. On the other hand, that sounds like more time.
Combat
Takes
music
longer.
just started.
Whatever takes less time.
If you think
can
you
I
can kill him, kill him.
Before you make a
we just
choice,
kill
I
him?
just want to point out, this is the part of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion that most resembles Battlespire.
Oh fuck! You're right.
Yeah.
So
I really wish Battlespire wasn't one of the top 30 video games I think about
damn.
from time to time.
Says the guy who's only played Battlespire. Wow, this is just like Battlespire.
Just comparing everything to Battlespire. That's a bit.
So-
If you were accusing me of only thinking about Battlespire or thinking about unrelated games, it's hard to say another game by the same developers from a few years later.
Chris, you said you were gonna look it up.
As
I
to
think
what to
this
do,
is-
yeah.
Yeah.
You can kill him and take the things you need off of him, or you can do the quest.
Oh, okay. Then we should totally just kill him.
Do it.
Your mind follows the simple path. The choice of an animal.
I'm assuming we're powerful enough to do it.
Courage at least. You will fail, mortal. And then where will you be? Dead. And nothing.
Hang on, I need to kill that guy first.
Oh, he was not
The answer,
very
Chris,
strong.
is yes. We are strong enough to kill him.
All right, you cannot leave while still wearing the bands of the Chosen, and you cannot remove them yourself. We have to fight our way through the grotto, and then we will be approached by Eldamil.
Understand?
I don't trust anything called a grotto.
Well, we do need to go and like.
Ariel's grotto?
In the black reaches of
Fuck
Oblivion
no.
since the first morning.
What?
Many
Ariel?
of
Trust
the
Ariel's grotto.
and the names of their
It's
You
scary.
don't trust Ariel? She's very
Not for she drowns
trustworthy.
motherfuckers.
Herites,
Whoa!
the 10 moon
Do we go through the Forbidden Grotto first?
8 tourists
and
a
then
year
kill
are drowned
Cameron,
by
or do
Ariel in
we-
Ariel's grotto every year in California Adventure.
Oh my god.
By
That's a
deluded
really
mortals.
scary statistic.
It's
We're supposed
terrifying.
to find Eldamil. If you can find Eldamil, we're supposed to fight our way through the grotto and find Eldamil.
Yes, you understand.
Is that before we kill Mac or Cameron?
Tamriel is just
I
one more
guess. It
Daedric
seems like
realm
that's
of
where
Oblivion.
I didn't
Long
get this
since
far
lost its
in my
prince,
original
when he
playthrough,
was
so I
by
do
those
not have a
who
great
You never beat the
memory of
game?
any
Lord
of
Dagon
this.
cannot invade
Well, I
Tamriel,
was
his
going to, but
birthright.
then
He comes to liberate
I had to
occupied
remove all the
land.
mods that I was running so we could play the unmodded playthrough here, and it's not super easy to switch between those. So
But like back in the day, you didn't
Yet
finish
the
it?
Daedra stand incorruptible.
I think I did. Like,
How is it that the Daedra forthrightly proclaim themselves to man?
So
my
that's
point
not
is,
even
like,
the same
I
team.
do not have a great idea of what's going on
Words of traitor pieces.
in this particular quest line in the way that I have with previous quest lines because I did not recently do
The
it.
truth
It's kind of interesting that
has been in
like
front of you
this
since
is
you
kind of
first
some
were
of the
born.
deepest lore in this
Daedra
specific video
are
game
the
that
true
Maker Cam is
gods
talking
of
right
the
now
universe.
while you're bunny hopping
Yeah.
through caves.
Janos, Dibella, and Stondar are all Lorcan's betrayers, posing as divinities in the
Oh, so he's talking about
that
the
has
shit that's
lost
going
its
on in like
guiding light.
Morrowind.
What are
I think they're kind of
scholarship,
trying to do
love, and
like a
mercy when
Dagoth
compared to
Earth thing,
fate,
but it's
night,
really not working.
and destruction.
You.
Because say what you want about
How can
Morrowind,
you be here?
it had a plot line where
You were
once
too
you
late
get
to
to
stop
this
Lord
part of the
Dagon's
game,
victory.
you
Soon
want to
we will
start
return to
paying
Tamriel
attention
to
because this
rule
is kind of
over
what
it
shit's
as
been about up
lords.
to this point.
While you will remain here in the Eternal Garden.
As far as I'm concerned, The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion isn't really
Forbidden Grotto
about
is the only way out of
anything in the
Savage
main
Garden.
quest. Like, there's a plot that's
Yeah.
happening,
Master's favor are
but you
given
don't
the
really
bands
feel
of
like
the
you're
chosen
part
and
of it.
allowed to leave the garden.
You are the errand boy for the plot.
We have all died in the Master's service.
Alright, blah 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 blah.
Those
Like, there's a lot of
favored by the
quests in
Master to wear
Morrowind
the
that
band.
are not terribly exciting, or they're just kind of stupid, where you're almost just like showing up to people and like
They have
just
tricked
trying to impress them like a diplomat, and like it's not exactly
do
white
you
knuckle
think your
gameplay,
world has
but one
always been
advantage is that it
contested
does put you
the
of
arena
such a
of powers
mind
and
to
immortal.
start paying attention once things get
Tamriel,
political.
The realm of change, brother to madness, sister to deceit. Your false gods could not entirely rewrite history. Thus you remember tales of Lorcan vilified, a dead
Now that I think about it, I'm not actually sure I ever did beat this game back in the day.
How does his heart survive?
One of us. What?
He's
By
Daedra.
us, I mean just me.
Tamriel
It's just me.
Daedra. This heart.
Oh, do I need to? I figured they were automatically equipped. Oh, good.
Okay, all right, yeah, cool, fucking awesome. Let's do it.
Okay, cool.
You ever think to yourself, I can't get these bracelets over my wrists? Time to just fucking get down bollocks naked.
Daedra cannot.
Yeah.
So your so-called
That one
gods cannot
guy went
erase
to
him from your
attack us and
minds
just fell into the lava and died.
He's not dead yet. He's still just...
No,
Ow.
that's a different guy. That's the guy that died. I don't know what's up with these guys. That's weird.
Is that dude in the cave? Is that the dude we were supposed to rescue?
I don't think so. We're not supposed
Drop
to.
him in the
well,
lava.
maybe.
You wear the bands, but you're no prisoner. Who
I
are
thought that
you?
was fucking Lucy
What are you
LaChance for a
doing
sec.
here? Can you really do it? Can you bring this eternal nightmare to an end? Can you defeat Mankar Cameron and free all the souls of the poor fools who followed him?
Wish we took
Listen,
off the
I
Detect
can
Life
help you.
jewelry.
You need my help if you're ever to leave the
Okay, I'm gonna put my dad on blast here.
I was at
My
the
dad
start
got,
of
if
the
anything,
fight.
more into this game
They
than I
had
did.
no chance.
And
we
at
took
some
them by
point,
surprise,
yeah,
and we
no,
carried the
yeah,
walls in
he
the
was
first
there
assault.
through all of them. Like he's the guy who got
But
me
they
into PC
fought
gaming.
on anyway.
He and my mom.
Desperately.
And
they seemed to think this decadent, mundane
he,
world of
like,
theirs
about
was worth defending.
45 minutes into his
I was
first
slain
Oblivion
after the battle was
playthrough,
over.
found a ring of
3
constant
townsfolk
effect
hiding
Night
in the
Eye,
cellar attacked
which,
me
for
when
those of you who
I
haven't played
entered
this
their
game,
house, hunting down
it gives you
survivors.
low light vision by making
They tore me
everything
to pieces.
blue.
Although
Like,
I
everything
was
is blue.
immediately
It's
killed
just
by
the
my
color
companions.
blue, but you can see in
I've
shadows.
had plenty of time.
And
It's not even like a
never-
blue tint. It's like it is blue. It is
It is
monochrome
one
with a
of-
blue cast.
It looks like a 90s commercial
For my
for like
weakness,
Mountain Dew
The
Volt. It
master sent me
sucks.
here to torture my former
And,
comrades, who showed
like-
like,
this forever.
gratitude for his gift of eternal
Yeah, he
life.
never once took it off. And every time I walked by, I'd just be like, Dad,
No one
like,
wearing the
the
bands of
fucking
chosen
game has
will
colors. They made a game with
The gods will
colors.
not hope
See
for
the colors.
no other way.
And it's just like, I can see in the dark with
I
this
can
ring.
remove
I'm like,
But I will need time. The Dremora Overseer will be here any minute to check up on me. You need to play along until he leaves. Just act like a prisoner and do as I say. Once Orthe leaves, we can find a quiet spot to remove these bands. Good. Follow me, and don't worry. You can trust me.
the other I remember is in addition to him creating spreadsheets for Morrowind to optimize his playthrough,
Oh my god.
he created a staff which dealt a shitload of area of effect damage, specifically because he was pissed off at the cliff racers, and he called it Die Damn Birds.
Show me some respect, worm. Unless you want to end up in the cages with them.
Yes,
Your dad sounds
Kindred,
pretty
sir.
cool.
This prisoner was
That is
sent
cool,
in
yeah.
by Cathatet for questioning. I was about to begin.
This is not
I'm kind
My
of a
dad also got me into
split,
PC
honestly.
gaming,
from the gods.
but
Who is she?
but he was into Flight Sims,
Nothing
and then
escapes
Flight
your-
Sims
My
went
dad
away.
was also into Flight Sims. My dad had the controller for the fucking
Yeah,
Flight Sims.
yeah, so did mine.
Well, carry on.
Like if someone like
Prisoner.
suggestively calls you daddy at some point, you immediately become into
That's a
Flight
good
Sims.
idea.
It's the tolerance is so low.
Yeah, it's true.
Like despite me not having children or wanting to have children, like not probably necessarily wanting to go by father even if I did, I have kind of like reached the age of 30 and started reading books about like the Napoleonic Wars, and just being like, if I ever end up in a group of people who are not my peers but assume they are, I will at least have an exit strategy.
Nick is obsessed with train simulators. So like we found an arcade that has a train simulator with 3 different screens, so it feels like you're actually inside of a train. And like the little lever, so you like get the train to the station and then you make sure that you're the right speed and stuff. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Would you say there's like a challenge element?
Well, you have to stay the right speed, and it's all in Japanese, so you don't totally know what's
there-
going on.
That's
kind of
great,
like-
actually.
It's like you magically became a train conductor in Tokyo, and all of the things that go along with that.
This like, I think it's like Dave Fargo. Like, if there's a game reviewer, I have to be like 25 or 30 years ago now. I don't even fucking know. Probably just like 20 years ago, who played like an early release of a submarine simulator that was made in Germany, where like it was in German. and he described the experience as authentic in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
Because, like, on the one hand, it's an incredibly realistic submarine simulator. On the other hand, all of the crew and all of the instructions are in German.
Exactly. Exactly.
As I recall, the playthrough went basically like cruise around for a while, get depth charged to fuck, and then bop out of the water like a champagne cork, and just get nuked from every single side by torpedo.
Okay, well, Eldamil died. So that's that, I guess. Yes, let us continue to buff speed here. And strength, why not?
Speed is the only thing that matters. Speed and agility. Whatever navigates us to point B faster. I'm trying to decide how annoyed I'm able to get at fantasy fashion.
Like, explain your current annoyance, and then we can scale it back.
What's the... Okay. Just like the underwear they put on our character.
Did they have underwear in medieval times?
People like generally have underwear, but like the underwear is appropriate to whatever you're wearing.
We just saw his corpse.
The way you said that, Mumbles, just made me flashback to Cable Guy, and I just like Janine Garofalo being
what
like...
What part of Cable Guy?
The medieval times part, and I just picturing Janine Garofalo going, there was no underwear in medieval times, hence there's no underwear at medieval times.
To defeat him.
Like people wore garments that would keep their just like stank ass armpits from fucking up their good overclothes, but like that's it looks odd to me for some reason. I say for some reason because like it's not like this is the only
know anything? No. Do you know anything about underwear in medieval times, or are you just making assumptions?
Perhaps you
I actually do know a considerable amount of underwear in medieval times.
Enlighten us!
I watched... There's these videos you can watch where just, like, people put on medieval clothes one item at a time, and I've watched every fucking single one of them.
I am the midwife.
Listen, I thought that the NPC trend on TikTok was a weird kink, but this one's worse, Rutscar, and this one's worse.
You truly are the agent of fate.
Because it's so interesting.
Yeah, so interesting.
It's like what you wear and like all the layers. Like you just take it all for granted, but there's so many different ways to do it, and it's all purpose oriented towards like so many environmental factors about like what kinds of materials they have, like how often they can wash it, what they're doing with it, their social class.
I think you gotta let this one go. That's my assumption.
I pretty much do, because
you gotta let this one go.
12 YouTubers, a bunch of sewing enthusiasts, and fuck all else cares about this.
This one you gotta let go. I thought we were gonna talk about like armor and shit. Like, why do they have like looks like Japanese samurai shit in this game sometimes? And I'm like, how is that possible? Where did that come from? What is the time frame?
Weebs.
No, we're talking about underwear.
I did Google worst fantasy fashion, and I know it's because of the SEO stuff and because of the word fantasy, but Titus did immediately pop up, so...
The thing is that, like, medieval is a huge range. And the funny thing is that if you get down to, like, the lower end of the medieval era, or, like, what you'd call
like
medieval
dinosaurs.
Yeah, like the dinosaur medieval era, exactly. Basically, guys and ladies are wearing the exact same stuff, like with a few minor, like, alterations.
If you're a serf, you could basically interchange with your husband or wife. You guys are wearing the same little hat and robe out on the field.
Like, kind of like long, yeah, legging.
Little pointy hat, you know what I'm talking about? Little elf cap.
Little elf caps,
Oh
exactly.
no, we're over encumbered. Eldamil died again.
Worst fantasy outfits ever.
Things seem to be going well for us. How do we get out of here?
Most of these are Final Fantasy. This article's bullshit. They just hate Final Fantasy fashion. Like, just let that go. Oh, it is about Final Fantasy. Okay, never mind.
Oh, okay.
You found a way back. Does this mean... You did it. You defeated him. Then you have it. You have the Amulet of Kings. Belongs to me.